Hello and welcome to Creative Witchy Mama. A huge thank you and welcome to those that are tuning on in here once again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And for those that are new here, welcome. You are so welcome here. Um, if you haven't yet subscribed, honestly, it humbles my heart when you do. So if you do feel called to do so, I'd be very grateful. Also, like, share, comment. I love seeing all your feedback too, and your comments. It's so lovely, and I'm more than happy to try and get back to you as soon as I possibly can too. So, look, today I want to talk about community spirit. And as for those that have been following along, you will know that, I've kind of set myself into, I guess, a couple of different communities. I sit well within the spiritual community. I have a beautiful tribe of friends and I guess family, that are deep into spiritual beliefs, meditation, wellness, self care, and also community care too. Also, CoVision. CoVision, if you haven't heard of it yet, is just an amazing community, really helping each other to help support each other and help support the entire group in any way possible, which is amazing. And then I am a crunchy mum, so there is a big crunchy mum community. And actually, that's what I want to talk about today. So, H and I went to a like bush play group today, just at a park. It's about a 35-40 minute drive away. And it was really lovely. Not only was it glorious weather, a little bit windy, but really beautiful sunshine. It's nice to be outside, take the shoes off, ground, on the beautiful grass in gorgeous nature. But it was really nice to meet some other lovely like-minded mums and kids too, all of different ages too, like they're not all of nobody is at really the same age. Everyone is all different, and we all come from different walks of life too. But one thing I will say is that just how easy it is just to strike up a conversation with, I guess, like-minded mums. And it doesn't mean that we all have exactly the same beliefs, right? But there are some similarities, especially when it comes to raising children. A lot of the mums would love to homeschool, are into like Montessori, Steiner, all of, I suppose, the kind of natural ways of teaching and leading our children into the future. But it's just so nice. Like, I got there, I knew a couple of the mums, but I didn't know a lot of them. Sat down and just started chatting, and there was no awkward moments and things. And actually, and one of the ladies came a little bit later. I mean, I was late too, but she came a little bit later. And I mean, we'd both been sat in the group for a little while, and then I ended up sitting by her because Harrison was crawling around, and I was like, "Oh, and hi, my name's Sherry." She's like, "Oh, I didn't know if we were past that, phase of saying hello." And I was like, "No, never," like. And then we started having a little chat, and it was nice, like. But it was just, it was so easy to talk. And I think that is a real testament to finding people that you gel with, right? And finding your community, finding your tribe, finding your clan, whatever you want to call it, your family, your chosen family, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's just really nice to be able to have these lovely open conversations. And, being the crunchy mums, I guess, knowing as well that, the food that they've got, the things that they, playing with, they're non-toxic, they're all natural, there's no nasties. And, it was really lovely. And I cannot emphasize enough, if you are feeling a bit lonely, or that you're not fitting into a particular group, and especially if you are a little bit, I guess, alternative, or you're trying to do things the natural way, get onto some Facebook pages for like crunchy mums, and find communities in your local areas. And that goes, I'm sure, for around the world. It may not be called crunchy around the world, I'm not sure. But I guess, for people wanting that natural living, going back to basics, teaching kids to play, to interact, I loved it today. There was just like, wooden spoons and colanders and things like that. That's what kids actually enjoy to play with. No fancy toys or anything. And it was really, really nice. Yeah. And then, but it's funny because although everyone that was there was lovely, as I was leaving, in a particular Facebook chat, um, somebody expressed their opinion, and it wasn't a very kind opinion. So, although these communities are wonderful, there is always toxicity as well, right? And you have to, I suppose, bow out from that, and just go with your gut. But yeah, you're not going to get away from that. That is just yeah. They're going to be in every single group, and that's okay. They're more than entitled to their own opinions. We all have our own opinions, and we should feel free to express them. But I do come from the background of, if you don't have anything kind to say, maybe don't say anything at all. Maybe that's my old belief. Maybe that's an old habit that, I don't know. Like, I just think being kind, courteous, and loving is going to be much more self and other serving than being rude. I just don't think there's any need for it. But yeah, but I do want to encourage those to, if you haven't found your communities, get out there, whatever you're into. Like, obviously I'm talking about crunchy mums, but whatever you're into, find it, because it can really open your heart and really open your experience too. It certainly opened mine, and it was a lovely day. Harrison is now fast asleep. He fell asleep as soon as we got in the car. We didn't even stay the whole time because he didn't sleep on the way there. So, yeah, it was a lovely time, and thank you to the lovely lady who organised it all. She did a great job. She's got two wonderful little kids, and yeah, did a really lovely job. And I look forward to taking H back again next week, and hopefully, it will just grow and grow and grow, with more women from the community. And, all these kids are going to get to know each other and play with each other, and, get to grow up with each other too, which is really lovely. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning on in. And like I said, if you haven't yet subscribed and you do feel called to do so, I'd be truly, truly grateful. Until next time, thank you. Mwah. Bye.